Got another alert coming in. We're also getting word now of a law enforcement warning about Mexican drug cartel members plotting to kill American agents on the American side of the border. Welcome, everyone, to a busy America Live on a Thursday. I'm Megyn Kelly. Just a couple of hours ago, reports came from the office of Texas Congressman Michael McCall. They alerted us to a law enforcement bulletin that went out a few weeks back warning that Mexican gangsters were overheard threatening to kill Immigration and Customs Enforcement agents and Texas Rangers stationed along the border. Is this what it's come to now? William Lajeunesse spends a lot of time investigating the border concerns, and he joins us live now with more on that. William.
Well, and Megyn, we just learned from the congressman that he was introducing legislation that would require the State Department to classify drug cartels as foreign terrorist organizations. That would allow banks to freeze all their assets in the United States with a letter from the FBI and to deport any member of one of these cartels, whether they're in the U.S. legally or not. But the bulletin you mentioned is really a warning and a reminder that all law enforcement along the border, police, sheriffs, border patrol, are always at risk. That it's not just about stopping illegals, but drugs that are worth a lot of money, and that these armed cartels they put a lot of value on that and no value on human life. Now, according to this Texas congressman, a law enforcement agency issued the bulletin this month that said that some of the cartels were overheard plotting to kill ICE agents and Texas Rangers. Now, in an ambush, he said, along the Mexican side of the border shooting into the United States. This, of course, follows the targeting of ICE agents down in Mexico, despite them IDing themselves as federal agents from the U.S. in Spanish and diplomatic plates. Now, I spoke this morning to several sources, and I am told that this information came from several sheriff's departments in Texas, and in all likelihood, it came from a confidential informant rather than a wiretap or simply bar chatter. Having said that, another agency told me that these bulletins are rather routine, about once a month, and while they never want to discount any intel or threat, he said that realistically, killing a U.S. agent along the border is bad for business. It makes it more difficult to get your load across and to make money because you get more agents, you get more money, more resources. Having said that, this is a reality that these guys are dealing with. Megyn?
All right, William, thank you. Well, this report comes just one day after the Department of Justice and the Department of Homeland Security announced a $5 million reward in connection with the deadly shooting of an immigration agent last month. Special Agent Jaime Zapata and his partner were ambushed down in Mexico as they traveled in their government-issued vehicle. Both men were shot several times. Zapata died from his injuries. They were there to try to help the Mexican government in its drug war. Mexican officials have made some arrests in the case, but the investigation is still ongoing.